The dilemma. Diego was with her nearly every day, training her alongside the Zahis, forging bonds in the sweat-soaked intensity of the dojo. Estelle blossomed, her prowess with the sword developing into something almost fierce, each swing resonating with the joy of camaraderie she found among her comrades. With every duel and each shared laugh, she discovered a profound sense of belonging, a stark contrast to the chilly detachment she felt from her aunt, who had transformed into a stranger ever since the event that had unveiled her relationship with Diego. Diego, a steadfast presence, began frequenting Bar Ambrosia, where Estelle worked, his watchful eyes trailing her movements behind the bar. Their engaging exchanges were often rich with layers as he delved deeply into discussion with Arlo, conversations steeped in complexities she couldn't quite grasp. Not that she allowed herself to dwell on it. Arlo had known Diego for far longer, and their intense dialogues seemed woven from a shared history that eluded her. Terms like the Order, the Regime, and the Association glided past her comprehension, leaving her with an unsettling sense that they were dancing around secrets she could not touch. The air between Arlo and Diego buzzed with an undercurrent she could sense but not decipher. Superstitions lurked behind their camaraderie, cloaked beneath the surface. Diego's concern for Estelle became a constant refrain, urging her to prioritize her health, to seek out a medical facility that could address the weight she'd lost, the tremors that betrayed her increasing fragility. Yet, with the tightened purse strings of her modest earnings, she flatly refused to let Diego shoulder the expense. As if sensing the invisible barrier she erects, Arlo, the man with myriad solutions, proposed she enroll in the Metamorphosis program, a seemingly free lifeline, ignorant of the heavy cost it might demand. Both Arlo and Diego wore expressions that spoke volumes. They seemingly believed the gamble was worth taking. On the brink of the next exhibit, Diego encouraged Estelle to immerse herself in the program and its implications. The neon lights of Dyrus flickered like restless spirits above the crowded streets, illuminating the sprawling urban maze, metallic and alive with an unsettling pulse. Dominating the skyline, the imposing form of the Stellar Order loomed, a titan cast against the decadence of the city, a constant reminder of authority. An electric tension throbbed in the air surrounding the colossal glimmering entrance, each face in the throng reflecting a mix of anticipation and trepidation. Estelle stood shoulder to shoulder with Arlo, uncertainty coiling in her stomach, the enormity of the Order's shadow pressing down on them. Arlo muttered, his irritation evident, a storm brewing in his brow.
Diego should have been here instead of me.
Estelle shot him a sideways glance, annoyance dancing in her eyes.
He told you why he couldn't make it.
But before Arlo could muster a retort, an unexpected presence sliced through their tension. Xaros entered, his attitude disarmingly nonchalant, the erratic lights shimmering in his eyes almost too inviting.
"You're here for a briefing too?"
he asked, a smirk curling at the corners of his mouth. Caught off guard, Estelle gasped softly. Arlo, sensing a threat, narrowed his eyes, brimming with hostility.
Who's asking?
"I'm here to get a briefing on the agency program,"
he replied smoothly, extending a hand that lingered just a breath too long. Arlo's arms crossed defensively, distrust radiating off him like palpable heat.
We're here for something else.
The glint in Xaros's eyes sharpened, a flicker of eagerness breaking through his calm facade.
Project Metamorphosis.
Estelle's pulse quickened.
Yes, that's the program I'm interested in.
Suddenly, Arlo interjected, his tone cutting through the air like a knife.
What she's trying to say is, you have a nice day.
His words were a shield, warning Xaros to retreat slowly into the throng. Estelle's face twisted in confusion.
What the hell are you doing?
He's too friendly.
Arlo accused, his head shaking as though to rid himself of a creeping apprehension.
Nobody in Dyrus is this friendly.
Then isn't it a good thing that someone is trying to be?
Estelle retorted defiantly, her loyalty clashing with Arlo's skepticism.
I don't trust him.
Arlo muttered, his gut tightening, instincts screaming ever so loudly inside him. Sighing, Estelle grappled with frustration hearing Arlo bicker.
Diego would have done the same thing if he was here.
Well, he's not here, so lighten up.
Irritation threading through her voice. Just then, the atmosphere exploded with shards of light, illuminating the sky in an electric cascade, an indication that something monumental was about to occur. The colossal steel doors of the Stellar Order swung open with a resonating creak, revealing a breathtaking interior pulsing with state-of-the-art technology. From the depths of that metallic heart, a mother droid strode forward, imposing a sense of authority with every synthetic articulation.
Welcome to the Stellar Colony. If you are here for the Project Metamorphosis presentation, please join me.
The crowd surged forward as though compelled by an unseen force, faces a tapestry of hope mingled with dread, drawn inexorably toward the unknown.
The Stellar Order would like to introduce the Project Metamorphosis.
The mother droid declared, its synthetic voice reverberating through the crowd as if casting a spell.
A revolutionary stellar technology that potentially extends human life and our perception of extended mortality. This program has been designed to enable the transformation of humans into cyborgs with the relevant consciousness still intact. This technology has the capability of achieving immortality.
Arlo shifted uneasily, his skepticism crystallizing with each weighty word uttered, penetration through the thrumming air.
We use only the most advanced ether technological advancement and artificial interference to fuse biological components and achieve a fully functional, independent bioatomic anatomy.
The robot continued, its eyes glimmering with an otherworldly intelligence.
We are hoping to enhance you for the ultimate service to a cause greater than that of our own, the order of the universe. For centuries, stellar agents have fought to expand the army of the angels, who continue to fight for the universe against primal obliteration.
Estelle's gaze was captivated by the mother droid, her heart racing, emotions a whirlwind of excitement and terror.
Wow. What a weight to carry.
She breathed, the possibilities swirling around her.
Seems like a dream.
Arlo replied, his voice heavy with doubt, skepticism lacing his words.
I'm all for it.
Estelle declared, fervor lighting her features, determination radiating like a beacon.
I don't know, Estelle. Are you sure you're ready for a new life full of, uncertainty?
Arlo pressed, concern threading through the tension. What he originally encouraged Estelle to get into, he now rejected. Something was wrong with everything that was entailed.
You heard what the droid said. Fully functional, independent bioatomic anatomy. It's too good to be true.
Hey!
A new voice sliced through the tension, jolting them. Arlo's annoyance flared, irritation radiating off him as he turned to the newcomer, a girl whose youthful energy crackled with daring audacity.
Can we help you?
I saw you inside the briefing for Project Metamorphosis.
She exclaimed, wide-eyed.
What do you want? Notes?
Arlo retorted, sarcasm oozing from every syllable. Estelle stepped in, attempting to diffuse the bubbling tension.
Please excuse my friend. He seems to be having a bad day.
The girl laughed lightly, her voice a refreshing breeze amidst the heaviness.
He sounds like my brother.
Adari, if I was your brother, you would even be out here.
The silence that followed was thick before he pressed on.
How old are you?
That's a bit of a personal question, don't you think?
She shot back, eyebrows raised challengingly.
Not if you're an underage girl roaming around getting complicated info about things your tiny body can't handle.
Arlo insisted, arms crossed defiantly.
Arlo!
Estelle exclaimed, clicking her tongue in disdain.
That's okay.
The girl shrugged, undeterred by Arlo's hostility.
I'm glad he's looking out. We need more people like him nowadays.
No kidding.
Estelle agreed, finding a moment of understanding with the girl amidst the chaotic backdrop. Suddenly, an explosion of fervor erupted from the crowd. Xaros's voice cut through the air like an alarm, desperate and crackling with urgency, demanding attention.
You're all making a big
He
mistake!
shouted, urgency threading each word.
Do you believe them? Do not be fooled by the presence of the regime. It doesn't exist. They only want your bodies, your children. They want you to labor for them in their universal expansion. They do not care for you. They never do and never will.
Gasps ricocheted through the gathering like bullets, the atmosphere electrified with fear.
Open your eyes today and realize the threat among us.
He implored, stepping forward with a vibrant intensity.
Join us in the fight against the Stellar Order. Do not be blind to their trickery. Do not be swooped by their lives. Stand for a thriving Dyrus. Stand for freedom!
Arlo hissed, moving protectively closer to Estelle, dread pooling like ice.
Told you that guy was suspicious. Let's get out of here.
But
Estelle attempted to protest, urgency encasing her words, but Arlo was already yanking her away.
Now!
He commanded, slicing through any vestige of disagreement.
Hey, where are you going?
Kami's voice called after them, confusion and concern lacing her words as she sprinted to keep pace. The two are seen leaving the vicinity into the trails of an unsettling utopia.